My name is Israel, just like the country, and I am married, plus 3 kids, so I have some experience in today's topic, like family relations. I'm related to family. Whatever, my English is not perfect, yeah, that's what I said. So I used to learn in Israel for 7-8 years in Yerushalayim and some yeshivas, so about Judaism. And then I used to work in Russia, in Moscow for another 6 years in the Jewish Russian communities. So I have like some experience in with Russian youth, I would say. Yeah, I call myself youth, like I'm 30 years old and I'm still young. Okay, so today's topic is called, how is it called?
Boy meets girl.
Boy meets girl, yeah. Yeah, so I call it differently. Boy meets girl, boy loses girl, boy gets girl back. That's like, you know, like this famous expression about boy meets girl. It's based on a famous book. Boy has rib, boy loses rib, boy gets his rib back. You ever heard about this? Like in Genesis, like, yeah, in Torah it says, boy has rib, boy loses rib, and boy gets his rib back. Like, that's basically today's topic. It's interesting, I would like to start with, yeah, every movie is based on this book about the rib. So I would like to start with mystic story. So I was told Kabbalah is like perfect topic for jam. So I will start from mystic story about Islamic story. Islamic, not Jewish, Islamic story. So the story begins like this, on some seashore, somewhere like в Арабских Эмиратах, and the sun is setting away, and sky is like in orange, blue, and purple colored, and everything like breeze from the sea. It's like, it's so good, and Islamic father and Islamic son are walking on this seashore, and everything is like, father is overwhelmed with this nature, and maybe for the first time in his life he says, you know, son, I want to tell you something. He says, yes, father, and he's like afraid, you know, Islamic father. And he says, son, I love you. And he says, oh my God. So they walk further, and son, father, may I ask you one question, like, how do you love me? And he says, you know, son, with all my heart. And they walk further. And then son doesn't understand what's going on over here. And he says, father, why don't you turn your cell phone on? Just kidding. So he says, father, do you love God? And he says, yes, son, I love God. And he says, with all your heart? And he says, yeah, I love my God with all my heart. And son says, like, how can you love 2 different things with all your heart? You have only one heart. And he just doesn't understand. And the father is stunned with this question, and he understands, according to Islamic tradition, you have to kiss farewell to your wife, you have to say goodbye to your family, and have to go and serve your God with all your heart. So, do you like the story? Did anyone connect the story? You know why you didn't like the story? Because you're Jewish. It's Islamic story, like, that's why you didn't like it. So what's going to be Jewish response to this story? What's going to be Jewish answer like to this story? How can you love God and how can you love your family? With only one heart. What do you mean different type of love? Like, how is different? Same love. Just
I know.
Yeah.
God loves Jews. God to love I don't know if it's Jewish, but my response is your heart is infinite with love. It can love everything.
Yeah?
It's not really categorizing, this is God, this is family, it's just love.
It's just love.
With all my heart, I think, is a figure of speech.
It's not. It's basically not your heart because you, yeah.
It's not like it's a...
I heard like one answer is like, Jews have to be like scheduled. You know, you have to get time for God, time for your family. You just go learn Torah for 2 hours and go love your family for 2 hours and go love yourself for 10 hours in bed. Like everything is scheduled. It's all spiritual. Every love is spiritual. So Jewish response is going to be like that. There is mitzvah, there is a commandment to love God. It says, "Ve'ahavta et Hashem Elokecha b'chol levavcha." You should love your God with all your heart. That's what it says in Torah. It's interesting. Anyone is familiar with gematria? Gematria, it's numerical value of letters. Yeah. So numerical value of letters is going to be 907. And mitzvah ve'ahavta l'rayecha kamoicha ani Hashem. You should love your neighbor. I am God. It's also 907. And who is like your neighbor? Who is Rayecha? It's Re'ema Huvim. It's your beloved one. It's your family. Only through love to your family you can understand how to love God. And that's why, like in Jewish, like it's not so accepted to learn Kabbalah before you get married, because Kabbalah, it's only a text. It's only like letters, you know. You can read book, but you're not connected to this book. You have to experience the book. You have to understand what's going on over there. And that's how you're going to understand how like relations between God and this world and Shekhinah and feminine, masculine, like everything what's going on in Kabbalah, you will not be able to understand before you get into like serious relationship. That's Jewish response, and only through serious relationship you will understand what's like real love to God. That's Jewish response. It's interesting. It's interesting how Judaism is related to sex, to sexual relationship. No. Does Judaism like it? I would say between male and female. It's good or bad? Like I don't know.
It's also your wife, right?
I think it's all
Right. It's awesome. It's a mitzvah, yeah, it's a mitzvah. Like real, like religious Orthodox Jews, like Orthodox wife says to husband, let's do a mitzvah. That's how they call it. You know, the last book of Tanakh, yeah, let's do a mitzvah. You like mitzvahs? So, the last book of Tanakh, how do you say Tanakh? Tanakh. Tanakh, the last book of Tanakh. No, it's not just of Ktuvim. So the last book of Tanakh is Shir HaShirim. It's Song of Songs, yeah? Song of Songs is like, anyone read Song of Songs? Mm-hmm. You never, like? You did, yeah? It's very like lovely, no? It's like cool, yeah. So Song of Songs, it talks about relationship between male and female, even going deeply into physical details. Like that's how it works, like Shir HaShirim. And interesting sages in Talmud, they said that all the books are holy, like everything is holy, but Shir HaShirim is holy of holiest. It's like, it's so much holy. This relationship between male and female are extremely holy. And every family represents like a temple, like Mikdash Ma'at it's called, small temple. There is altar, there is table, there is like having food is like sacrifices. It represents like Mikdash Ma'at. And what's Kodesh Kodashim? What's holy of holiest in every family? No. No. Children are sacrifices. Yeah. So holy of holiest is bedroom. Basically, it's bedroom. That's where the whole bracha comes from. That's the blessing to family. That's where the whole like success and everything like comes from bedroom. Like, a marriage can elevate person. Marriage can make a person bring to a very high level. It can make person to an animal. You know, like you saw like people become after a couple of years like animals after getting married. So it's very holy. I want to share with you one gematria. You know Kabbalah, yeah? So anyone is familiar with gematria, yeah? What's gematria of Kabbalah? No one knows. Куф это 100, 2, ламет это 30, о, молодец, и 5. Это 137, да? 137, ну вот оно. Есть такое слово, there is word, it's called niyuf. Niyuf. What's niyuf? Lineef, no? What's niyuf? It's sexual immorality. Niyuf. What's gematria of niyuf? It's also 137.
Sexual immorality?
Immorality, да, извращение сексуальное. So, Kabbalah and Niyuf. Kabbalah, what's the connection between Kabbalah and sexual immorality?
The number.
Besides the number. Besides the number. Я не попадаю в кадр. So, One answer is Madonna. You know Madonna, she studies Kabbalah. She represents both sides. She has Jewish name Esther, I think so. She is like very Kabbalistic spiritual lady. But by the way, you never heard of Madonna.
Sexual immorality and Kabbalah.
And Kabbalah all together. But Talmud study, it's considered to be body of Torah. Yeah, body of Torah. It's like a goof. And Kabbalah, it's a soul. It's a neshama. And Hashem gives over His soul. He gives it becomes like so vulnerable. You can just take it and smash it down on the earth, or you can use it like for good. You can use it for bad. It's very vulnerable. That's why usually like a lot of Orthodox Jews don't like to study Kabbalah. Like that's because it's like a soul. It's very high. You have to study first Talmudic studies. But since the subject is very sensitive, so I will try to do it as sensitive as possible. You know, studies about relationship in families, how it's called in Hebrew? Shalom Bayit, yeah? Shalom Bayit. What's Shalom Bayit? It is peace at home. Peace at home. What does peace mean? What's peace? Shalom. What does it mean? Like what does shalom mean? It's opposite of war. Yeah, but what's peace?
No fighting.
No fighting. I don't know. So in American society, I think so. Peace means like you have to put like Starbucks on every corner, Wi-Fi's and McDonald's, and everyone is gonna be there, and everyone is gonna be the same. And like when everyone is gonna be same, so there is gonna be peace. Yeah, that's usually like everyone's supposed to be same. But democracy, yeah, everyone is same. Everyone like goes like to same places. But in Judaism, it's a little different. Judaism says no, peace doesn't mean everyone is the same. In Judaism says, you know, peace is going to be everyone is different, just like music. Music works. Music is so wonderful because everyone else plays something else. It depends, like flute plays like tune, and drums only rhyme. Everyone plays something else. That's why it's so beautiful. And peace is everyone supposed to understand his uniqueness and his talents and his, netiyot. His uniqueness, and he's supposed to work and contribute his uniqueness, and everyone is going to understand his uniqueness. And men and female, men and women are different, actually. Maybe it's a shock for you? Men and women are different. So they are really different. And man's supposed to understand he is the man, he has to understand his uniqueness and his like strong sides. And woman's supposed to understand she is a woman, she's supposed to understand lacks and uniqueness and like what she can contribute. And when everyone is gonna understand his uniqueness and contributes, then it's gonna be peace, then it's gonna be shalom. But once a person doesn't know his uniqueness and doesn't know what he can contribute, so he starts to invade in someone else's territory. So when someone invades in different territory, that's where war begins. So that's shalom, that's peace. And today we're going to learn about peace at home, about relations, and about uniqueness of men and women. And I would like to start our subject with a game. The game is going to be called like this. Men are. Men are. One second. There is second part. Second part is women are.
Do you have enough paper?
No, we have like actually I checked. Like it's supposed to like it's like 7. I need someone to volunteer to write it down since it's gonna be like tremendous. Like Lena, maybe you have a good writing. It's okay. Like you should, huh? No. Just who wants to begin the game? Who wants to start? Like, women are.
Beautiful. Well, I was going to start with men are.
Oh man. Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
All right. Women are.
Women are spiritual.
Women are from Venus.
No. Hands up who thinks women are from Venus. No one thinks women are from Venus.
Okay, so seriously, let's say
Are we only allowed that?
more emotional than men.
Okay, emotional. Women are emotional. Men are emotional. Less. But less. Okay, so this game works according to. Okay, this game is gonna work according to majority. Hands up who thinks women are emotional. Okay, hands up who thinks men are emotional. Only 3 or 4 or 5. Everyone is emotional. Oh man. Okay.
More emotional than men. Doesn't mean men are not emotional, but women are more emotional. When you compare
Men are less sensual. They drink more than wine.
It's well known.
Okay.
Socialize, I guess.
Okay, emotional. It's controversial. Logic and realistic. I mean realistic. Men are in the real world. Like, hands up who thinks men are in the real world. I'm not sure, like, if men are in the real world. Who thinks women are in the real world? Oh my God. Who are more realist? Realist. Кто больше
They
реалист?
just approach things differently.
Man is more...
Define realistically.
I'm not sure.
Everybody can create their own reality, so it's very subjective.
It's subjective, okay, yeah. But men, they have like all sorts of different ideas in different theories and like, and...
So I have ideas and theories.
That's not, I don't
Okay, so what else?
I think women are more complex.
Complex.
Women are more complicated. They analyze things, whereas
That's it.
men are more like on the surface.
They're more like possessive. That's a deal.
What type of mind have you been? No.
Yeah, truth definers, like male as truth definers. Not simple, no, it's like truth definers, analytics, like...
Men are simple. Men are simple.
I'll go with
None
simple.
of it is negative.
Simple?
Men are simple.
You have to.
You need something to just say. It's only
Okay, what else? Who speaks more? Okay. Who speaks less?
Who drinks more?
That's a tough one.
So men are more assertive, like as generalized, like general basis, and women are more nurturing.
Or at least that's the way.
Okay, so who loves tools and gadgets? Like, who loves like all these different kinds of like tools and gadgets? Who like any man dreamed about like Swiss Army knife? You know, remember like those Swiss Army knives with 40 pieces, and you actually have like this kind of tiny, so you can actually cut down the tree with this tiny saw, and you never used it in your life. Tools and gadgets, like, yeah.
Men are problem solvers.
Problem solvers. Okay, problem solvers. Who is dominant in the world? Huh? Women?
And the flip side of
I
that
think so.
is women are the cause of most men's problems. Sorry.
Women are unpredictable.
And that's the opposite, you know? Women are problems.
More biologically prone. Like,
Yeah.
What? Biologically?
it's more biologically prone to be dominant.
I have like all those gadgets, you know, all those tools.
Men are childish.
Men are childish? Blind, dumb, like write down, go on, just like go crazy.
Writing smaller.
Yeah, who in driving, you know, there is like difference in driving between male and female. Like
They're more angry.
who angry? Driving is
Men are more reactive.
more reactive. Okay, okay. So who competitive? Okay, who has biggest ego? That hurts. That hurts. Okay, what else? Who works in groups? Like who works in groups better?
Women.
Women work in group better. What?
Men do.
Women can.
Actually, you know, like pictures in Facebook. You just take a look at pictures in Facebook. Male like has, it's my new baseball bat. It's like my new car, my muscle. That's male. And women are like, we're going down off the bus. We're going onto the bus. We're cooking all together. Like it's all like all these ladies pictures, you know. Just take a look. Who works in group better? Just.
If it's a hangout kind of thing, then women. But if it's more of a big
Sure, hang out. Like that's like working group. Like men can hang out by himself.
Take pictures of themselves.
Less vulnerable. И не пиши пока. Мы еще не поняли, что это.
Vulnerable topic for you?
It's ego. No, it's ego. That's like it's ego. What else? Who listens better? Okay, go on.
Right there.
Good listeners. Wow.
Well, we're like, it depends on personality. You can't just like say
So you can write down about self-dominant, like she just goes on like by herself. What else? Like who is better at reading maps?
Reading maps?
Reading maps.
Men.
Man, much better.
I love maps.
They're also better. I noticed.
Oh,
Who is better in directions? Not maps, directions.
man. Actually, when man drives, man drives. He goes. He will just go around. If he doesn't find it, he just goes and tries to find himself. He will never stop. He will never ask anyone like, how can I get over there? And
That was stubborn.
ah.
Stubborn? Is that the point you're trying to make?
No, not just stubborn. It's just, It's stubborn?
But go
Stubborn, okay.
as well. Women are also stubborn.
Not so as man.
Пообщайся со мной, это такой.
No, definitely it's not 100%. There is for sure definitely can find sensitive males and non objective thinkers as females. It's not 100%, but usual like majority like gender.
Who is more honest?
Men.
I don't think either one.
Women are not honest.
Я правду говорю.
Yeah. Who has a higher pain threshold?
Women, obviously.
Yes, women.
Yeah.
Obviously, try to give birth to watermelon. I don't know, like whatever. Women.
Men are more possessive. How would you put that? Pain tolerance. Higher pain
tolerance.
tolerance.
I was just taller.
Who's more jealous?
Men.
Men.
Men. But women are more possessive.
Yeah, I
Men are
would-
just jealous.
Who lives longer? Depending what color clingy. Who's more clingy?
So what else? Like, is there like anything else?
I got one.
Loyalty.
Yeah.
Men are definitely more visual.
Definitely.
Goal oriented.
No.
Goal oriented.
I'm talking visual.
I would say it's called goal oriented, and women are process oriented.
About physical attraction. Men require visual stimulation.
That's the goal. That's the goal. I would say like even in
I promise you, it's scientifically proven. Men are much
sure goal oriented. I would say goal oriented is called, and women are process oriented. Even in time of intimacy, yeah, it's called intimacy in time of. So man, he wants to finish like. He has the goal. He wants to finish deeply. He wants to enjoy like this like. That's male. And woman, she wants to hear I love you. She's like more emotionally. She wants to feel emotional connection like in the middle of process. So male,
Before and after. Before and after.
and in the middle. What do you mean? Like she wants to feel emotional connection, and man, he just like he wants to
It's like women like with ears and men like love with
stomach.
eyes.
With eyes.
Who is better?
Who is better? That's the question.
I was trying to say, like women are usually better home oriented rather than men. Like they keep the house, like in order.
I would say beauty. Yeah, well, like women are. I would say beauty. Yeah. The-
It's no more. I'm talking more of the family lifestyle.
Nurturing?
Women are in
Well, we have
charge.
nurturing, we have
Что такое nurtured?
No, I don't know how to put this to women. Their center is love. To a man, their center is their mission in life. And it's even more important than their women, their partners. If they're honest with themselves, 100%. So I don't know how to put this in an adjective form.
I got it.
Well, you have to.
I've got it.
Yeah.
Men derive their self-worth from their competence.
Mission-oriented versus love-oriented.
Huh?
Oh, I have a good one.
So, every male, he's looking for systems and theories and how does it work and truth definers, When you ask male, like when a wife or a girlfriend comes, which camera should I buy? Yeah. So, Oren, he says like this camera is like megapixels and and this flash comes out and you can take pictures from them, blah, blah, blah. And she says, oh my God, what's going on over here? Like which camera should I buy? And male is just going into details and he knows like what's precisely inside and how big is like this like sensor and whatever.
Women have more responsibilities in everyday life than men.
Irresponsible males. Yeah, irresponsible. Я не знаю.
Okay, wait. Hold on, wait.
Okay,
Get it
so
irresponsible, then we get irrational.
it doesn't mean that men are worse than women and like
Just
or
women have more responsibilities.
no, I didn't mean that. No, there is no no one is better than other. Like I don't mean like to
Not better.
it's not better, it's
We have
just
to
different.
understand each
We have to understand uniqueness of each type.
Right. No, but
Yeah. So basically, yeah, I think so. We're good. Yeah, basically it's enough. Yeah. What do you mean? Men are logical, realistic, simple, handy. Handy? Like, anyone said handy?
Not
They use it.
hands-on, like we talked about fixing things like around the house. They're fixing their whatever.
Eye for details, like women are eye for details. Like women, like men can talk to each other for hours and not realize what color of shirt the partner is wearing. And women are usually like, wow, his shoes are horrible. And,
Men can talk to each other for hours.
okay. For 5 minutes, 5 minutes.
Men are more detail-oriented.
So basically, I will try to give over a Jewish perspective on the subject. There is system which will explain everything. It's going to become clear as black and white. So if we're going to understand the system, and the system works in every process in life, like in psychological and physical, in any life process, it works. There are 3 stages. Kabbalah says there is 3 stages. Stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. Basically, it's stage 1 is called male, masculine, yeah, that's the word, feminine, and child reproduce. If someone studied Kabbalah, it refers also to Chochmah, Binah, Vedat. That's basically like male, female, and child reproduce. So male is only inspiration. It's just first part. It's the first idea. It's only like abstract theory, just potential. Female means developing into reality. And child reproduce is like stage 3. We'll explain everything. Like, for instance, to take relations between student and female. How do you say female student? Как студентка? A student со студенткой. Studенtka means female student. I don't speak about homosexual students. No, just in case. Russian has like different types of. So how does it work when student means different student? And a female student, male student. How does it happen? Like it doesn't matter on disco, in the club, or in the Shabbat table. It happens like the story is same. Usually story is same. A man comes into the club, yeah? And he just takes a look, yeah? And he takes a look at her, eye contact, and she looks at him, and he looks at her, and she looks at him. That's what it is. Then he comes to her, and it comes out like she read same books as he read, same newspaper, same films, same videos, and they even related because like grandmother of aunt somehow related to dog. I don't know. They find relatives, they even related, and she finishes sentences of him, and she is like so nice, and she's so beautiful, and he is overwhelmed with emotions, and the blue bird comes to his shoulder and starts to tweet, and you know, like, and and he jumps, you know, like in movies, he jumps like 5 feet like away from Earth, and everything. He's like in clouds, and the whole universe wants them to be together because he wants to call her, and she calls him back. Like he doesn't even dial the number. He wants to text the message, and he gets message from her. Like the whole universe wants them to be together. And next day he meets her, like for instance, in bookstore. Huh?
It's a nice universe.
No, it doesn't happen to you. Okay. So next day, for instance, he goes into bookstore, yeah, and he meets her over there. He goes like 20 years every day to this bookstore, never met, and next day he meets her over there. And what a coincidence! And she doesn't know he was triangulating her for the whole night in Facebook, like she's going over there. Oh my God, I want to meet her. So it's like, it looks like coincidence, and everything is so fine, everything is so beautiful for the whole week. No.
The whole week, that's pretty good.
It's long relations. Very stable. So what happens next? First argument, yeah. After first argument, like what happens after first argument? I will never like say against you again. I will never argue with you again. Like, and I promise you, I will promise you. And then next argument happens, and next argument, and things become more complicated and more complicated. And like she's not so interested for him anymore, and like other people are more interested into him. And that's basically becomes struggle, and things are getting like worse and worse and worse. That's basically stage 2. And then comes stage number 3. Not everyone knows about stage number 3 actually. So there is stage number 3. What's stage number 3? Kids, no. So it depends. It depends very much, like where they come from. Like from meet the parents. Meet the parents, yeah.
Actually, probably restraining order, right?
Uh-huh. Right. Yeah. Now it's work. No, stage number 2 is work. Stage number 2 is work. Stage number 2 is struggle and work. Stage number 3, I would call it connection integration. If they connect, if they integrate. So that's like in relations. In business idea, it works also like same. Did anyone have business idea like just pop up like?
Every day.
Wow, unbelievable. So the best idea is just like come into your head, you know, just pop up, like, you know, just like a sparkle, yeah? You ever happened to anyone? I know Mozart, he just woke up with the whole symphony in his head. He just like had these 4-hour symphonies like in his head. So it's just potential, it's just first idea, and then you have to work on this idea. You have to find partners, investors, and everything like is going worse and even worse. And investors wants to give you less money, and partners don't like you like as a human being. And everything seems so complicated. And if it goes like through stage number 2, so that's connection. It goes into the market and it says, like all the partners says, we always believed in this product, you know, like we always knew it's gonna happen. And like yesterday they said, you know, you're a piece of monkey. Like it's not gonna work. But that's in business. In movie, even like every movie works like this, 3 stages, every Hollywood movie, you know, it has like same scenario, yeah? Boy meets girl, boy loses girl, boy gets girl back. How it happens? Like he meets blonde girl with blue eyes, yeah? And okay, I will not speak about Bluebird like comes to tweet, but and she's so nice, she's so pretty, and they go together to some sort of park with dinosaurs, I would say, yeah, I don't know. And then something like unpredictable happens, like yeah, or some like brutal guy comes and she says, she is not yours, she is mine. Or like Nazi come and start to shoot all the Jews. I don't know, something like things go wrong. Yeah, like something goes wrong. And every enemy in this world like is against them, and like aliens came and dinosaurs are running. You know, like this ugly dinosaur is chasing small tiny girl with doll, and she goes like gets to the cliff, and like doll falls down from the cliff, you know, like all these scenarios. And then he opens like his mouth, ugly like dinosaur mouth, and girl sneezes, you know, sneezes and appears like dinosaur. And this germ, he is like so vulnerable to this germ, and he just goes down. And it seems, you know, all hopes seem lost. Yeah, all hopes seem lost because of this moment you pay so much money for the cinema. So and then something happens, turning around, and like integration, connection, and stage number 3. So that's how it works. Even like child reproduce, yeah. Male gives his seed, yeah. He gives over his seed. He gives like million seeds, a million of different potential. I don't know. I didn't count. Anyone knows like what's the number? I don't know. It's unpredictable. Yeah, so it gives over a million of different small tiny DNAs, yeah, and she meets with one egg, yeah, she meets like all these million potentials with one egg, and she takes it and she develops into like something real, brings it to reality. It's interesting, like on Hebrew, I would say, how do you say father on Hebrew? Abba ze papa. Отец. How do you say отец? Av. Av. Вот так. How do you say mother? M. So, Понятно. So, so father, yeah? Something's wrong, yeah? So father, Aleph is one. Like, it's the whole potential, the whole DNA, everything in one, yeah? Everything is in DNA, yeah? Dark of the color of hair, like color of eyes, whatever, like everything is DNA. The whole potential, he gives over to Bet. What's Bet? Bet, you write down on Hebrew Bet like this. Bite. Bite in Talmudic studies is wife. Bite. Aleph, he gives all his potential to wife or partner, whatever. That's the whole contribution of male. He gives it over. So mother, she takes this Aleph, she takes this one, the whole potential, and makes it complete. She makes it into Mem. Mem is complete. She makes it like developed into reality. It's interesting, the mystics say that Aleph has godly, how do you say in Kabbalah? So Aleph represents godly potential inside human being, yeah? So it's interesting, like in Kabbalah, every letter is also split in few different letters. For instance, Aleph is split into Yud, Yud, and Vav. Yeah, you see, like Yud, Yud, and Vav. It becomes like Yud, Yud, and Vav. It's 26. Gematria is 26. And 26 is precisely the same gematria as Yud, Hey, Vav, Hey. It's name of God. Yud Kei Vav Kei is like name of God. It's interesting if you write down like horizontally, yeah? Yud Kei Vav Kei is 26. But if you write it down vertically, how it looks? Yud, Hey, Vav, Hey. It becomes like a human being, you know? In image of God, created person. Person is created in the image of God. So that's Yud, Kei, Hey, Vav, and Hey. It looks like a human being. Godly potential inside all of us. So that's basically male. He has all his potential, all his ideas, everything else. He just gives it over to female. And in Kabbalah, it's written like every beginning, every inspiration, every like first part is called masculine, yeah? Every beginning is masculine. Every developing into reality is called feminine. That's how like Kabbalah states. Second. So what's marriage in Judaism? What's marriage? Huh? No. Besides kuppah, like inside. Like,
Commitment.
it's not just commitment. It just take your potential and bring it into reality. It's not good to be for a person alone. Means it's not good for a person to stay for potential alone by itself. It's not good to be for potential not to be realized. Нехорошо быть потенциалу одному. It's not good. So you have to take your potential and develop. And that's role. That's role of women. She takes potential of man and she brings it down into this world. A male has like millions of different ideas. He has millions of ideas. And that's wife. She takes like one idea and she says, you know, we're going to work like on this one. We're not going to take all of them. We'll work on the most complicated one. So what time is it? We have to finish. Okay, so right now we can understand why male are so egoistic. Why male are so egoistic? Like men are so like, huh?
Sorry, what's the last word?
Egoistic. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So why men are so egoistic? Man basically is like its first spark, its first inspiration, first just DNA and just a seed. You never know from DNA is gonna grow out girl or boy or twins, maybe triples. I don't know. You never know what's gonna be. Like it's a mission of female. She just takes it over and she brings it into a real world. And that's why male is so egoistic. They want to be dominant. You know, they have this goal. They have this vision and sparkle, and just want to control that it goes. Like the whole process gonna go well and nothing is going wrong. Like that's why man wants to control. That's why men control. That's why men like want to be on charge, because it's like that's inner essence of male. That's inner essence of man. And if female just smashes it like on the floor, so it's like it's not just like she said him no. It means like the whole inner essence of man, she just ruined like in 1 second. That's his like own inside. He wants to be on control. He wants to see his vision going into reality. I'm sorry. Yeah. What's your question?
Well, you see, like, so hypothetically speaking, if I have a problem with a man that's too controlling,
To control.
how do you get him to not be so controlling without smashing his whole existence?
Well, so that's why this class. So you have to appreciate it. He is a real man. He is like, he is the example of like male. That's the male.
You're saying you can't change it.
You can change it. Yeah, unfortunately, you will not be able to change it. You can educate him. You will try to educate. For sure, a male has to educate himself to be less controlling and to be like more. That's what I call emotional intelligence. Men have to learn about like how to be more emotional, more sensitive, and less controlling, less dominant. For sure, definitely has to learn something. But that's like his inner essence is to control. He wants to control. And why women are so emotional? Because mission of women, female, yeah. Every development is called feminine, yes. So I just call it woman. Maybe not really woman, like sometimes it's a man, but it's called feminine, yeah. So mission of woman is to bring into reality, yeah, to develop things, yeah. So that's why she's overwhelmed with emotions. Like she has love, she has hate. You know, when you're like, tomorrow 8 o'clock we're gonna go to our friends, and you come to your like partner, yeah, 8 o'clock, and she says, no, I'm not going there. You know, what happened? You just said yesterday, we committed, like we're gonna go 8 o'clock. Yeah, yesterday I wanted, today I don't want. Like what happened? Women are so overwhelmed with emotions. No, it's not just she's cuckoo. She has so many emotions. She has love, she has hate, you know. If you have raw potential without love, without hate, without like passion, without anything, it's not gonna work out. It's not gonna be developed. It's not gonna go. It's not gonna work. Like look at men. Wherever, like raw potential doesn't work by himself. It has to be with passion. It has to be with some emotions. That's why women work with reality. They have to be more emotional. And men are less emotional. That's why men by itself doesn't work. Doesn't work. So men love, what else? Like over here. Men love gadgets, yeah, and tools. All different types of gadgets and tools. So male are more not in the real world. Male are not like in this world. They love theories. They have goals. They have like visions. But mystics say men are really terrified of this world. They feel insecure, they feel strangers in this strange world. And they buy tools and gadgets depends on potential. The bigger potential, the bigger like potential for male to buy it. That's how it works. They want to feel secure. Who has Mac? You know, a Mac computer? Who has Windows like? Just women. I know. Yeah, sorry. You know, you come in, yeah. You go into the store and you see like this shiny Mac computer and like rusty Windows 2014. And Mac has like 250 million different apps. Oh man, like such a big potential. 250 million maps. That's amazing. And how many maps do you use, like Mac users? How many applications do you use? 3?
6.
Maybe 4. I don't know, watch. Whatever. So you just use 3 and 4, and male just buy based on potential because like maybe it's gonna come, maybe it's gonna happen something. He's gonna need it. He wants to feel secure, like that's like Swiss Army knife, you know, with this tiny saw to cut down the tree. Like no one uses it, but in case like it's gonna come, so he will like once away, he will use it. So I want to finish over here. Yeah. Do you have any other questions like to explain? Yeah.
Remember how in the beginning you were talking about the Islamic mother and things like that?
Yeah.
Hypothetically speaking, is there like an option where you can get an Islamic male to convert to Judaism?
Yeah, sure, definitely.
How do you do it?
You wanna convince him to convert, or?
Yeah.
That's much harder. He has to commit himself. It's not a way to convince someone to convert, but if he is married, like he's already married and live together for sure.
If I want to marry him and I'm a Jewish girl,
Yeah.
and I need him to convert, but he's like very much into Islam, but he's not asking me to convert, is there a way to get him to convert while he's still young? And not like
Sure, you can talk to him. You should definitely talk to him, but you should
he
talk.
doesn't want to. That's what I'm asking.
That's the point.
There's a
No,
precedent.
there's no play. Yeah, there's no such a button. You just press it and it becomes true. No.
No, but
Hypothetically,
maybe there's a book or something, or there's like somebody I can talk to.
Not sure. I never heard of such books. No,
Don't talk to the
unfortunately.
imam.
Yeah. So basically, not every male is dominant and biggest egoist. Yeah. Not every female is not objective thinker, but definitely we should all learn about different part of the story. We have to understand like why men are men, why women are women, and everyone has inner essence. And if he is like so dominant, that's his inner essence. That's him. That's male. That's like what he. Yeah.
Okay, so you told us the story, boy meets girl, cloud 9.
Yeah.
Love, that's stage 1. Stage 2 is when things start to
Reality.
get a
Yeah.
little bit
Struggle.
more tough.
Struggle. Yeah.
There's more of a struggle, and then there's stage 3 if it gets there.
If it gets
which
there.
is,
Yeah.
You know,
Child reproduce it, like whatever.
or like you said, integration. and
Integration,
whatever.
connection. Yeah.
So, like knowing that women are the way that women are and men are the way that men are, in that stage 2.
It helps you to go into stage number 3 for sure, because you understand she's not stupid, she's not crazy. She changes your mind not because she is like not normal. She is normal. That's women. That's feminine. Huh?
Sometimes it's a very fine line, isn't it?
Well, you have to choose. You have to understand. Yeah.
So is
so many emotions, right? Like a woman stop and this and that. Like you give an example. So how do you tell that the person is too emotional or crazy?
That's a good question.
Usually I can't.
yeah.
Well, usually can see like if a guy is really nuts.
That's how you tell.
So
Usually you can see like who is nuts. Usually like you can feel he is not.
so at stage 3,
Yeah.
is it as we move from the end of stage 2 into the beginning of stage 3?
Yeah.
Is that where we learn to appreciate the differences between each other and recognize that she has strengths
Yeah.
that fit very well with our weaknesses, and
Right.
we have strengths that fit very well with her
Exactly,
weaknesses,
yeah.
and we have something to teach each other, to
Yeah.
moderate each other,
To modern. Yeah.
right?
And that's basically bringing potential into reality. Like without woman, like man can't work by himself. So woman has to help him to choose which idea to work on and which potential to be real. Yeah.
Men are the head of the house. But
Okay, whatever you say.
women-
It's like-
Oh, the neck. There you go. It's true.
right.
You turn the head around.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.